On to Nintendo Switch. I got a bunch of them. Shit. Advance Wars 1 and 2 reboot, really good. I wish they would do the same for the DS games. Days of Ruin was awesome. Akai Katana on Switch, awesome shmup. Crazy Bullet Hell. I've put a lot of time into that one. Animal Crossing New Horizons. I love Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing is a blast in my mind. This one's awesome, but at the same time, one of my favorite things about Animal Crossing games is that you could go back to your like little town or whatever years later and see what's changed. Well, with this one, nothing is gonna change unless you basically approve it. Like the only way that new villagers will move in or out of your island is like if you're talking to them, they'll say like, hey, do you want me to move? And then if you just say no, then they won't move. I already know exactly how my town is gonna be once I start this one up, whereas like the original GameCube one, like changes. Good game though, but I want them to change it for the next one. Captain Toad, fun. Catherine Full Body, awesome game, really hard. I like the original more. Dark Souls Remastered, who doesn't want to lose their taking a what you can do with this version. Dead or Alive Extreme Beach Volleyball 3 with, ooh, wait. Featuring the soft engine in HD Rumble. I put a lot of time into that one too. Haven't played this one yet, but I know I'm going to. Deadly Premonition. I've heard a lot of crazy things about this game. I'm excited to play it. Death Smiles 1 and 2. Death Smiles 1 and 2. Another Bullet Hell from, I believe, Cave. I think it's Cave. Bullet Hell. Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze. I actually really like this game. Really hard, but it's cool because every level has its own like little quirks to it, you know what I mean? Unlike the new Super Mario Bros. Games where every kind of level just kind of feels similar. This one, every single level has its own like little gimmick, so it's cool. Ooh, classic game. Fight Crab. Fight Crab. Play as a crab and you fight other crabs. Fight Crab. G Darius HD, another shmup, really cool one. Hyrule Warriors, I actually really enjoyed it. I kind of wish that there was more to it, but like you could play this game forever. There's so much this game, but at the same time, I feel like whenever you're playing the stages in the original Dynasty Warriors games, more happens. Luigi's Mansion 3, definitely better than Luigi's Mansion 2, but not as good as Luigi's Mansion 1. I need to go back and replay this one. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, great game. One of the best Mario Karts that they've ever made. Potentially the best, honestly. Mario vs. Donkey Kong, good game. I really love Mario on the OG Game Boy, and this is kind of like a throwback to it. It's the remake of the Game Boy Advance Mario vs. Donkey Kong. Metroid Dread, this game rules. This game's hard, and Nintendo doesn't really make hard games. I love this game. I've gone through this game maybe like 4 or 5 times. Really good. Metroid Prime Remastered. This game is great, but I just went through this game like on the Switch for the first time recently and I missed 1 scan, so now I have 99% completion. That pissed me off. Monster Hunter Rise, good game. Not as good as World, which wasn't as good as like Monster Hunter 4. Not bad by any means, but just more Monster Hunter, just on Switch. New Pokemon Snap, this like pretty honestly. Yeah. No More Heroes 3, this game's crazy. Go play this game. It's like absolutely insane. Beginning of the game, you get this long cutscene where it feels like a Miyazaki anime, and then all of a sudden, just a lot of dead bodies. It's weird. This is stupid. I don't even know why I actually bought this because it doesn't even come with the game. There's no game. It just comes with the code. And it's not even Overwatch anymore. Paper Mario Thousand Year Door. Classic, one of the greatest RPGs ever made, honestly. It's just a great game. I'm excited to play through this one again. And then Pikmin 1 and 2. I like Pikmin 1 more than Pikmin 2. It's a lot of fun to speedrun, but yeah, good collection to have. Pikmin 3, really good game. This one was originally released on the Wii U. This is probably the most complex of all the Pikmin games. Like you really need to multitask with this one. And then Pikmin 4. This game surprised the hell out of me. I thought it was just gonna be kind of bland or whatever, but no, this game, it has the old school Nintendo feel, and not too many games have that anymore. This game, it's like, it has charm. It's really good. Pokemon Brilliant Diamond, I like the original one. I kind of like all the Pokemon games, kinda. Some of them I dislike more than others. Yeah, this one's okay. Let's Go Pikachu. This one, this is one where it's like, it's technically good, but at the same time, it felt like it was for babies, which I know it is, but it's like Fisher-Price, my first Pokemon game. Pokemon Sword, worst in the series in my mind. They haven't done good on Switch. The open world area was cool, but just not very good. Going through this one now, this game is not good. It's like, it's Pokemon, so Pokemon in itself is fun, but it's just, this game's broken. Splatoon 3. This was my first time ever getting into one of the Splatoon games. It's good, it's cool, it's fun. Stubbs the Zombie. This game's weird. I really like this game, but at the same time, the second half of the game just blows because all of a sudden you hit a difficulty spike and it's not fun anymore. It's just, you'll be like 20 minutes into a level and then you have to all of a sudden restart, like once you die. But I still love it, you know. Mario All-Stars or 3D All-Stars, really cool. I wish it would have came with Super Mario Galaxy 2. This game was a lot of fun. Mario 3D World and Bowser's Fury. First time playing this, I never owned a Wii U. Good game. Really like it. Super Mario Brothers Wonder. This game was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed this. This is probably my favorite 2D Mario game since Mario World. It had that sense, the sense of wonder about it. What do you know? Definitely should play it if you have a Switch. Mario Maker 2. Funny story about Mario Maker 2. Everyone, you make your own Mario level. During the pandemic, I was playing this game religiously and a bunch of my levels actually popped off where all of a sudden it's like I signed in one day and my levels had like 80,000 plays and was in the top 10 most played levels for the week. And so I got like all these medals and all of that. So in my mind, it's like I won. I beat Mario Maker 2. You can't actually do that, but I got those medals. Not you.
Okay.
Me. Might include a code so you could play the levels. We might. Super Mario Odyssey, great game. Super Mario RPG, awesome. One of the best like RPGs. Grew up playing this game. It's interesting though because I remember on Super Nintendo this game took me forever to beat. And then on this I beat it in like 10 hours, maybe. Maybe I'm just older and I don't know. Super Monkey Ball Banana Mania. This one's cool because this is just a remake basically of the first two Monkey Ball games and those are the best ones. Smash Bros Ultimate, yeah, it's Smash Bros. It rules. Breath of the Wild, good game. Not as good as everyone makes it out to be in my mind. In my mind, it's like, it's just Nintendo's version of making an open world game, which I had already played a million open world games up to this point. It's really good. It's like a Nintendo version of those, but at the same time, it's like kind of similar. Like it's got that Assassin's Creed vibe where it's just like, oh, I need to go over here, go to the tower, unveil the map. And then you get a lot of different waypoints, complete the waypoints, go to another tower. Next on Switch, I got the Link's Awakening. Actually a really good remake. I kind of like this one more than the OG just because the OG one doesn't really, you can get lost super easily. This one, it's good. Great game. Skyward Sword HD. Actually, so I really enjoyed this game. A lot of people bashed on it when it was on the Wii just because of the motion controls, but like playing it on this, it's good. The soundtrack's really good. Explains a lot of the Zelda story, like good one. Tears of the Kingdom. This is the only Zelda game at this point that I haven't beaten. Like I keep trying to go back to it, but for some reason it's hard for me to bring myself to want to keep playing this because it feels like DLC for Breath of the Wild, which is fine, but it feels like I've done it before already. Still good, still really good. And then we got Wild Guns Reloaded, Wild Guns is an awesome game, originally on Super Nintendo, but this version just makes it a little bit easier to play. Good game. So that's it for Switch.